What is going on, everyone?
What is up? Welcome
What is
back.
up, everyone? Welcome to Roly's Retro Room podcast. We are here live, kicking another episode for you guys. We have done quite a few of these. My name is Roly. I am your host. That is my co-host over there, Tony.
What
And
up?
down below in that little bubble thing is our producer. He won't be in front of the camera, but he'll be joining us and commenting about some things we're doing. But hey, welcome to the show, everyone. I just want to say thank you to everyone that has been watching and following and supporting, because we see it. And I gotta start saying in the beginning of the episode, please like, share, subscribe. These are our socials. I'm at Roly's Retro Room on all socials. Tony in Retro, and our producer is DJ Mikey Makes. So we're on Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, and all of the podcast streaming services. So we would appreciate that. Like it, subscribe, because it will, one, tell the platforms, hey, these guys have good stuff, and they'll keep pushing our stuff out to other people,
right?
And get us seen. And we get seen, we can keep doing these and keep bringing you back down memory lane and reminding you about things that you forgot, like how you guys used to buy bubblegum cigarettes from the ice cream man and puff that stuff. Remember that? Or the beeper thing. You used to get plastic beepers.
Yeah.
Had bubblegum in them. This week, this is the last week of August. There's a lot of things that have anniversaries. So today is Power Ranger Day. Today's August 28th. This is the 32nd year of Power Rangers. Power Rangers has been around for 32 years.
It's crazy.
I did a few posts today about it. Huge. Power Rangers, huge to me. So it was very interesting. I sat down, I watched the first episode, and I just saw a lot of content. And I went through a lot of my content of Power Rangers. Also, the anniversary of GoldenEye's release was like 2 or 3 days ago.
Really?
So GoldenEye's been out for about almost, I think it said 28 years.
Wow.
So
28 years from GoldenEye.
Mm-hmm.
One of the best first shooter person games ever.
Yeah.
Ever.
Without GoldenEye, we don't have Call of Duty, Halo, and all that stuff.
No, forget it. The Godfather, or first person shooter, right there.
Yep.
So
I do want to add an interesting thing about a previous episode that we did. We talked about Casper.
Yes.
In a movie Spotlight. And the day after we talked about it, they announced in the theaters that they were going to bring it back. When?
October.
In October.
Yes.
You know why?
For the 30th anniversary.
That, and it's a fucking Halloween movie. Somebody was like, oh, you can watch Casper. Yes, you can, but it's a Halloween movie. So yes, funny enough, we did a movie Spotlight on Casper, and literally the next day I woke up and it was just like, it just came up on my feed like 2 minutes after it came up, and it's like, Casper's gonna be back in theaters for its anniversary. I'm like, that's so crazy. Like, had we seen that before, we could have mentioned it on it, but I just wanted to throw it on here anyways. So yes, we'll all be able to go watch Casper in the theaters. Have you seen that they're bringing back just a shit ton of movies in the theaters?
They have.
I mean, we went to go watch Ninja Turtles for my birthday.
We did. What a time.
Awesome experience.
Experience.
It was almost, I would say, it felt like a sing-along, because we all knew the words. We were all repeating the words as it was happening. Yep. Like at the end, when Casey does the oops, we all were said, and we were all cracking up.
Yeah.
And everyone was laughing. Like, we know what's coming. We know the movie by memory.
Easily.
So we were still cracking up at those moments with Michelangelo with the pizza. Michelangelo, you better not be late, dude.
Yeah. And all those one-liners. He's like, you're 2 minutes late, dude. Like the whole we were all repeating it, and it was like a great time. I've had
wise men say forgiveness is divine, but never pay full price for late pizza.
Ugh, I gotta get a new route.
But yeah, man, it's crazy. Like, all these movies are coming out. You had sent me a thing that like all next month they're doing like a thing at Regal where they're like every day having an older movie like come out. But the only one, I mean, there's a bunch of good ones. I saw Forrest Gump and stuff. The only one that caught my attention was Seven, which funny, I finally got that VHS, and I'll talk about that in a little bit. But they're also right now doing all the Harry Potters. Like right now, all the Harry Potter
As we speak, they're bringing back to theaters.
are in theaters right now. Like I was
Nice.
supposed to go yesterday, and then actually we're supposed to go today to watch Goblet of Fire, but it didn't work out. And it's good. It worked out in my favor because, like I said, I have said on here before, every week that we do a podcast, I have just come out of a movie and I didn't have that. I wasn't gonna have the energy for it. So
For sure. You want to know something? It's going to probably blow your mind. I haven't seen one Harry Potter movie. Not
it
one.
doesn't blow my mind because I was forced to watch Harry Potter. Like I was against watching Harry Potter. And then my buddy at Best Buy, Alex Del Pino, DP is what we called him. And this guy is like, he's a Miami guy. He's tatted up.
I
He's
remember
jacked.
Alex.
You know Alex?
Was it? Oh no, I'm thinking of someone. The
No,
other
yeah,
Alex.
yeah,
The Alex you grew up with.
No, yeah, this guy was from Best Buy. You look at him and you will never think that he's like a fucking die-hard Harry Potter dude. Like
Really?
die-hard. I took him to watch on a midnight release of the second to last movie, and spoiler alert, like the little pet of the movie, Dobby, gets like killed in that movie at the end. I went to watch it with my ex-wife and him and another friend of ours. Me and my ex-wife were not like we weren't into this stuff. Like I watched it just so I can know what's going on, but bro, when I tell you in surround sound, I heard sniffling like
Wow.
I was just like, what the fuck? I'm like, I'm there holding in my laughter because I'm like, oh shit, all these people are really good. That I look over at DP and this motherfucker has a tear coming. Like, bro, this shit's fucking crazy. I was like, and I look at my ex-wife. I'm like, don't laugh. These motherfuckers will beat the shit out of us with fucking wands. Don't do it. They're gonna choke us out with these invisible
cosplay and stuff. I'm sure.
Oh my god, cloaks! Like we were in Miami, so this is like fucking October or some shit like that. Yo, these motherfuckers were sweating in those fucking cloaks. But yeah,
remember.
But yeah, all these movies in the theaters, it's crazy. But I hope it does spark some kind of like resurgence of people going to the theaters. We talked last week about the experience of watching trailers in the movie theaters and stuff like that, and how that was an experience. And that was actually one of the fun, like the main fun parts outside of watching your movie was going to experience these trailers, and that element's not there anymore. So this is hopefully like something that they're introducing that, oh, okay, people want to experience movies in the theaters. And to be honest with you, I did not know I needed to watch Ninja Turtles again in the movies until we went to go watch it. I was like, that was fucking awesome.
It was. It just brings you back, and I think a lot of the movie theaters are realizing that, especially with the whole retro thing. That people want to see these movies in the theaters again because they probably never got a chance to see them in the theaters again. So I think it's a good thing that they're bringing them back. I mean, they're bringing back Dark Knight, Interstellar, things like that, and a lot of the classic ones too, which I fully enjoy. I saw some on there. I'm like, yeah, I'd like to see that in the theaters. Like I never saw Forrest Gump in the theaters. I saw it on VHS like everybody else.
Yeah.
So, but to see in the theaters, that'd be nice.
Yeah. And also, if you're going to watch specific movies, for instance, something that has a fandom like Harry Potter, Ninja Turtles, whatever else, you're probably going to watch it with other diehards, like other people who are like really linked into that fan base. Dark Knight, there's a whole army of people of Dark Knight, like Christian Bale people, supporters. They're like, Christian Bale's the best. That's my Batman. Cool. He's not a bad Batman.
No,
I think you and I are Batman's Keaton.
For sure.
Very cool.
Yeah.
And not because any of the ones after are bad, it's just that's one we grew up with. You tend to latch onto the one you grew up with. For instance, next month, Spider-Man is going to be back in theaters. All three of them. I'm watching every fucking one of them. Even the fucking third one. I don't care. I'm watching all three fucking Spider-Mans, all Tobey Maguire Spider-Mans in the theater because that movie was just it to this day. Spider-Man 2, hear it now from me. Spider-Man 2 as Spider-Man 2.1, and I've always said this because it has an extended fight scene on top of the train with Doc Ock.
Yeah.
That is to this day still the best Marvel movie that has come out. That is the most perfect Marvel movie that has ever come out.
Yep. And everybody's, especially with Marvel now, it's very debatable.
Behind that, like Winter Soldier.
Yeah. And then Civil War. Yeah. And then Infinity War, and then Infinity War, and then Endgame. Yeah, I'd say those ones. Yeah, Winter Soldier is definitely right up there as one of the best. But yeah, Spider-Man 2, I think just you look at it and it's just almost a perfect comic book movie. Like it really is. The way it was shot, the way it was, they dealt with the villain. It was just, I mean, it was perfect. It really was, So can't wait.
All right. Before we go to the segment, I just want
Yeah.
to shout out one thing about both of us. One, lovely jersey you have on there.
Thank you. A really good friend of mine got it. And I was like, you know what? Let me move this mic so you can see it fully. Look at that. Look at that. Oh, and it is the Charlie Conway, Captain C, as you can see right here. And it fits very nice. Very, very nice. So thank you, sir.
Of course. And I have to call out my outfit because I am not Santero. I'm not praying to any saints over here.
Are you sure about
the
that?
outfit that I wore to the Backstreet Boy concert that I came from last week.
Yes. Tell me about that.
Look right here. I'm backwards. Ugh, I can't.
Yeah. Oh, there it is. I see it.
The hat.
Nice.
So concert was awesome. I'll go into that maybe at the end if we have some time. But it was ridiculous. And
awesome.
The tickets I paid what was paid was maybe about $325 per ticket for when I went to go watch it. They added shows for December and January, and I think February. They're starting at $1,000.
Yeah, because it's become so popular.
It's a great experience. Is it $1,000 worth? We are talking about Gargoyles. Now, there's some stuff around this show.
There is.
This show, when it came out, just when the show starts, like the intro to this show, it feels like it's a cinematic thing. It has a deep like intro song that it's very thematic. There's a lot of stuff going on. The fact of that this show is a Disney show. It's a Disney property.
That's crazy. That in itself is like, whoa.
It's a
Disney
went
dark
property.
A little bit.
Yeah. So and funny enough, based on the topic we're going to talk about, has to do with it being dark. So Gargoyles came out, I believe, in 1994.
Yeah, I think 1994.
1994, 93, 94, around there. And it started off hot. Like this show was hot, action, like everything about it was just great. The animation, like just it was on another level animation wise. Here's the thing. It was one of Disney's more expensive shows to produce.
Really?
So mind you, they're producing shows like DuckTales, Bonkers, Darkwing Duck, and the level of animation and like the shadowing and all that stuff like that on those other ones, you put them side by side, you could tell the difference. You could tell the quality in animation. Like this was a poppin' movie. Like the best way I can describe it, if you ever watched DuckTales the show and then watch DuckTales the movie, there is a complete difference in the animation quality.
Right.
So this show, the animation on it was just ridiculous. High end, like and funny enough, it sounds weird to say, but a lot of it has to do with like shadowing, like just shadowing in the cartoons. So but such a sick show, very like serious tone, a dark tone. I mean, there's death for Gargoyles, because remember they fucking go to the building and they fucking murked all the statues, killing all the fucking gargoyles. And that shit was just fucking like, that was brutal to watch as a kid, because you know that they're stone by day and at night, and they protected those people that lived in that castle or that village or whatever.
Yeah.
And then to see that fucking was a thing called like a malice, and they were just fucking hitting, and you see it crushing. To a kid, you know that they're literally murdering these, because they know that those gargoyles turn into like flesh and blood at night. That shit was crazy. And then the curse gets put onto them, and they finally wake up. I believe to break the curse, they had to be above the clouds.
Yes,
whatever building they were on, had to be above the clouds, and then that would break the curse, and they could finally be fucking like come back.
Yeah.
So the bad guy Xanatos, he found this out, puts it up, and basically brings them back.
Yeah.
Here's the thing that we want to talk about. So why was this amazing, high end, high quality show canceled?
And it was canceled short. Like it was like, this is
It
a
had
great show.
3 seasons.
Had 3 seasons, and I'm like, this should have lasted just as long as the Batman animated series, bro.
It was, I would say it's on par with that. It's
Yeah.
absolutely on par with Batman the Animated Series as far as production quality. And
Yeah.
I would tell you the first 2 seasons, the storyline of the first 2 seasons. The third one has to do with why it got canceled. The story was a little bit all over the place. The main characters were not as involved anymore.
Right.
Like a lot of they brought in like new gargoyles and stuff like that, and that's kind of like people were just like, yo, like we want Brooklyn, we want Bronx, we want Goliath, we want Hudson. Like everyone, we're locked in. I mean, you watch a show, you watch a cartoon show, you're locked in with the people you start with. It's kind of like me with Power Rangers when Jason, Zach, and Trini left, and they brought in Rocky, Adam, and Aisha. I was just like, I mean, yeah, we still got Billy and Tommy and Kimberly, but like my guy was Jason, and seeing my favorite guy leave and get replaced. No disrespect to Steve Cardenas who plays Rocky, but Rocky was not Jason like that. It just so they brought in all these other gargoyles and stuff like that. I was just like, I don't know, like it just weighed off. Now, the other thing. So reason number one why I got canceled was Disney said that it was too expensive to keep producing it. Like it was way too expensive. The animation, they were popping out 5 other shows at like a fraction of what it cost to make Gargoyles, and they started noticing that viewership was going down, and it had a lot to do with the animation being too expensive, and then people weren't watching because they weren't interested in the story. But one of the biggest contributors to it being canceled, and we actually mentioned this in the memes of the week thing, was the O.J. Simpson trial.
Yeah, it was
the
all
O.J.
over the place.
Simpson trial. I was in 4th grade or 5th grade.
It had to have been 5th grade. I remember it was my 5th grade class watching.
Yeah, I was in 5th grade. I was in 5th grade when this was going on, and my teachers, every classroom had this fucking thing on. Every classroom had this on.
Classroom. Like we stopped school because we were watching this trial.
I remember like in my school, they would have it on and have the volume really low. The teacher's desk was next to the TV. I guess he could hear it, but like it's like everybody worked, but every classroom, the office, everyone had this shit on. Everyone had this shit on.
Yeah.
So what happens? All viewership is on this.
Yeah.
This is the biggest fucking thing going on in the world. So everyone was watching this. So you couldn't fucking get to the TV if you didn't have multiple TVs in your house. The TV was on this. So your parents, your grandparents, whatever adult you were at, daycares, all these people were tuned into this thing. And that time slot, that 4 o'clock time slot, or I think it was 3:30 or 4 o'clock.
Yeah.
Was this. So the viewership for Gargoyles plummeted. Fucking plummeted. To the point where they're just like, yo, not only is this shit expensive, not only is the story all over the place, but now people aren't watching it because the story's all over the place and they're, it's not really catching steam. And 2, OJ's killing gargoyles. Like everyone's watching this. So there's they I think they wanted to cut it anyways because the other thing was the dark tone did not sync up with that Disney polished bright look that they had.
Yeah.
So they were just like,
one of the contributing factors.
Yeah. So they said it. I researched this. I read up on this. I know that O.J. Simpson was a big factor on it, but it was the O.J. Simpson trial. It was the dark tone that Disney didn't like. Everyone like we liked it. The fan base, we liked the tone, the more serious tone. That's what we wanted. We wanted our cartoons to have like a respect factor where you guys treated, like we were kids, treat us with respect to let us know that we could handle a fucking serious base cartoon that
Of
has
course.
action, that has drama, that has a fucking that whole love story thing with him and Demona, and
Yep.
then I think he was kind of like into the cop too at one point, but
Yeah.
obviously the
Yeah.
interspecies stuff. But yeah,
But we
no,
can
no, no.
handle it.
Yeah, like we we wanted that kind of story. We wanted those cartoons. Batman the animated series. We go back to that.
Yeah.
Has a more serious tone. Definitely a super dark tone in that one.
For
It's
sure.
fucking. It's like 1940s gothic, I believe, is
Yeah.
what its appeal is.
Yeah, it is. It's
But
definitely 1940s to Gothic with like a Art Deco
correct,
structures and stuff like that.
beautiful,
But beautiful drawn, beautiful. You could tell the craftsmanship they put into the animation,
Yeah,
and widely known as probably one of the best animation
yeah.
cartoons of all time. And we'll talk about that in the next segment, in another segment. But yeah, I mean, us as kids, certain executives knew, like WB was like, yeah, they can handle these type of shows, and it's important for them, and it's good for them to handle these things. But I guess Disney at the time, I don't know what their deal was, why they canceled it. It could have been, it most likely was this. It could have been other factors at play too. Like it didn't, like you said, it didn't match their vibe.
That's pretty much it. That was the reason why we lost Gargoyles.
Yep.
Poor writing for season 3,
Yep.
low viewership because of the story, and a main point of its low viewership was because of OJ Simpson trial.
Yep.
And yeah, it sucks, man, because like those first 2 seasons were great. Like it was an absolute like fucking like chef's
Yeah.
kiss of a show. And
Yeah.
then it just went off the rails with that 3rd season.
For
And
sure.
then 3rd season, OJ Simpson, expensive to produce, and then the dark tone. Disney's like, all right, this is the perfect time to cut this thing. Like, let's
Yeah.
cut our losses.
Yeah.
So, but yeah,
I
man,
wonder if
that's
they'll, I
why
wonder if they'll ever bring it back, rehash it one day. So
I feel like it has the fandom for that.
it does.
So
It really does. So
the game time flashback,
that's right.
new thing that we're doing on here. So we've been telling you guys we're doing everything retro. We're talking everything retro when it comes to music, TV, sports,
Yeah.
video games, toys, and we haven't talked about sports.
Yeah.
So, what
Really haven't.
better topic? What better person to talk our first sports segment than his royal airness himself, Michael Jordan?
Michael motherfucking Jordan. That's right.
Michael
And
Jordan,
the
the
goat, my
GOAT.
man.
And no one on this podcast, all three of us will tell you, will agree that is the GOAT. There are no LeBron writers here. I'm
No, they're not.
sorry. If your GOAT cries and flops, you need to verify like some of your life choices.
For sure.
Because I'm gonna tell you right now, the hierarchy goes Jordan, Kobe. After that, you guys could argue it out. So if you remember, for those of us who lived through this era, Michael Jordan won 3 championships back to back.
Yeah.
And then he retired.
Yes.
There were
To go
several
play baseball.
reasons. Okay.
His father had died, right?
Right. So he wanted to play baseball. He had said that, he had achieved what he wanted to achieve. He got three games back to back. He did what Larry Bird and Magic Johnson couldn't do. Got 3 championships back to back, and he was just tired. He didn't feel that urge, that excitement anymore, because he had
Right.
done that. He had reached the pinnacle at that point.
Right. Right.
Then the unfortunate tragedy of him losing his father. His father
Mhm.
getting murdered on the side of the road, I believe, in North Carolina.
Yeah.
So that pushed him even more to just, he's like, look, I'm calling it. I'm
Mhm.
gonna go play baseball. I've always wanted to play baseball. My dad, I talked to him about playing baseball, so he goes and he plays baseball.
Like I remember that I remember that press conference that he had. Like, do
Which
you remember that?
was that day was another situation where like the entire world was
Yeah,
focused on this.
everybody's watching.
Everyone.
Everybody.
And people
Yeah.
were crying.
Yeah.
Like in Chicago mostly. I remember seeing the Last Dance, and even before the Last Dance, I remember they would show news reports
Yeah.
of what was going on and people's reactions, and people were, bro, like if the like I don't know what's another event like the Pope dying maybe or something like that.
Yeah. I mean, you're talking about one of the greatest basketball players, the
The
greatest
greatest basketball player to ever play the
to
game.
cut his losses at his prime. Like,
Absolutely.
you're like, wait a
Off
minute,
of he just came off of a championship.
yeah. And then he goes and does his press conference, and you're just like, wait, what?
Yeah.
You gonna play baseball?
Right.
Okay. All right. Yeah. I
So
think us as kids, we just didn't understand it. You're just like, wait. Why? I just didn't get it. I really didn't.
So he goes, he announces he's going to play baseball. He's retiring from basketball. They ask him the question, will you ever come back? And he's like, well, the good thing about retirement is like you could come back whenever you want or whatever. Like he didn't put like a stamp saying that he's never coming back, but whatever. It was what it was.
Right.
Actually, the whole point of this segment is not to talk about him retiring.
No.
It's to talk about him coming back. And the greatest announcement, the most simplest form of an announcement, I'm back.
That's
A
it.
fax that was sent by his manager stating, I'm back. That's
it.
all it was. And when that thing hit, it was like it eclipsed that first event of his retirement.
Right.
When that thing, I remember, and I didn't watch a lot of sports TV. Like I didn't watch ESPN when I was in 5th grade.
Right.
But all the news outlets were reporting this. Like my mom would watch a lot of Channel 7, Fox News. Well, it was Channel 7, Fox, not Fox News exactly. But and they were talking about like the lady, oh, Michael Jordan returns to basketball, blah 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 blah. And I'm just like I was like hyped as hell.
Right.
Mind you, I'm in Miami. I follow the Miami Heat, Tim Hardaway, Alonzo Mourning, PJ Brown, like we had Eddie Jones, like we had a solid squad, but I always followed Michael Jordan. I had a poster of Michael Jordan in my room.
We all did. I think we all did. And we probably got it from the Scholastic book fair.
So
most definitely.
Now, the crazy part about him coming back and this announcement, it was so simple. He didn't do a press conference. All it was,
that's it.
All it says is, I'm back. Like it says the information where it's coming from, blah, 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 but I'm back. And this is what went out everywhere. This is what was everywhere.
Yeah.
This fax was everywhere. Yep. And then all those news articles came out with the I'm back. They made shirts about it. Like this was everywhere. Like that shit was crazy. Like I wish I could hope I could find one of these shirts. The original ones, you get this reprinted, but
for sure.
That shit was crazy. But him coming back, what a fucking awesome fucking experience that was. Seeing him come back, and to be honest, something that kind of like threw me off, and I'm sure for most people, is he came back in the 45 jersey.
He did. Yeah.
And we were all locked in with like 23. Like 23 was like that number 23 is locked in everybody's mind as Michael Jordan's number.
Nobody, because they had already retired his number up in the stands.
Right.
Yeah.
Nobody in any sport will wear the number 23 and be remembered for that number, because Michael Jordan, I'm talking about any sport. You can't wear 23 in any sport and try to make I want 23 to be like remembered with me, like linked. Every time you see 23 linked with me, no. 23 is linked to Michael Jordan. So with that being said, his number was retired, and he had said that he wanted to keep it retired because that was the last number. Like his father saw him playing that, and he wanted that to stay like that. Okay. Totally respect that. He came back, and what happened? He played good. He played against the Pacers, which the Pacers were like
they were top.
Grant Hill, dude, that dude was nasty.
Sure.
Like
sure.
An assassin. And he came back. He played good. He wasn't on his game. I believe his shorts were even on backwards. Like his basketball shorts, he had them on backwards. Like he was getting back into the mix. Mind you, he practiced, but I'm sure most people saw in The Last Dance, he had conditioned for that whole year to play baseball.
Yes.
And the conditioning for baseball is not the same as for basketball. And any athlete will tell you, when you switch between one sport to another, the workouts are completely different. In football, I played football. In football, you do a lot of weight training, But then when you go play basketball,
It's
you
more about
fucking
endurance, bro.
you're
About
running
endurance.
up and down consistently. In football, you're running routes and stuff like that, but you stop. There's pauses in between. Whereas in basketball, you're up and down, up and down. You like your conditioning is a lot different.
Yeah, it's
So
definitely a lot of those suicides and stuff like that, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth.
So he wasn't in basketball shape, and you could tell he would get fatigued. But he would go out there again, our GOAT. He would go out there and play to the end of the fucking game. Sweat coming off of this guy. Like you could tell, like he was covered in sweat. Now, who's not doing that? LeBron. LeBron's not doing that shit. He's not playing the entire game, playing his heart out, doing like how this guy does. But anyways, I'm not gonna go into that because trust me, there's a LeBron.
We're gonna start some
cult out there.
controversies. Okay, let's not do that. Let's not start that.
But this announcement, bro, was insane. It ran. It was a thunder through the entire news outlets, and it was awesome to see him come back as a kid, because essentially at that time this was our version of like real life superheroes. Like these sports figures were like real life superheroes to us, because the things that they were achieving, the things that they were doing. Again, the slogan was, "I want to be like Mike." And not my brother. So like I'm just there. I'm just like, this guy's back. He's gonna fucking go and dominate. I still felt he had a strong comeback, but he wasn't playing at the level. Now, what happened? They play in the Eastern Conference
Finals.
I don't think it was it the finals against Orlando? I think against Orlando. And he's playing with the number 45.
Yeah.
And they had just traded Horse something. I forgot. Right now the name's escaping me. I know the guy because I talked about him the other day. But anyways, somebody in the game says 45 isn't 23.
Yeah.
Because they beat Jordan. They beat them in that game.
Big mistake.
Bro, that's all he needed. He came back the next game
covered.
Uh-huh.
He walked out covered. Everybody, I'll never forget this. Everybody went out, was in their jerseys. He was the only one in his jumpsuit. And what happened next?
What was the guy's name?
What?
Who?
Horace Grant.
Horace Grant. Yeah, I knew it was Horace Grant. I didn't want to, like, oh my God. I hate when I second guess myself with names, because I'm a person that people come to reference, to get these references. And I'm here like, it's Horace. It's Horace. And I just went away. But yeah, I knew it was fucking Horace Grant. Anyways, Horace Grant, it was the guy.
Yeah. But the next game, he comes out. I'll never forget this. What happened next, Roly? What happened when they were getting ready? What's he do? What does Jordan do?
He has a number 23 on.
Takes it off. And there it is. Everybody goes ballistic.
Nuts.
Even the other team's like, oh shit.
Yeah.
We're in trouble.
Because something about that 23, that it's just something that's burned into us. That number, that jersey, that Chicago Bulls jersey with a 23 on it, it's equivalent to the fucking Superman S.
Yeah.
Easily. That is the only way I could reference it. The 23 on a Chicago Bulls jersey is the equivalent to a Superman S emblem on somebody's fucking chest, on a Superman's chest. Yeah, and they would call him Superman. Funny enough.
Really would. Yeah, they would. They're like superheroes to us. They really were. So like when even he felt it, bro. He even said in The Last Dance, he's like, it just didn't feel like me.
It didn't feel right. He's like, 45 didn't feel right. I had to go back to 23.
Yeah. And he did. And boy, did he dominate that game. I think he scored like 40 points or something like that. Mm-hmm. Something crazy. But
they still
wait. Was that the one?
They still lost.
They still lost, but was that
the series?
They still lost the series, but was that the one? So Michael Jordan scored 45 points on the 23 shots in Game 4 of the 1996 Eastern Conference Finals against the Magic, a performance he capped by missing a free throw on purpose just to finish the exactly 45 points. a direct message to Nick Anderson, who had mocked Jordan's previous return to the league.
Saying 45 isn't 23.
Yep. This symbolic gesture served as a final dominant display to remind the Magic that number 45 was just as formidable as his iconic number 23 jersey, helping Chicago Bulls sweep the series.
Mm-hmm.
Crazy, bro.
Yeah.
Only he could do something like that, bro.
Absolutely. No, there's no other player that can do things like that. He
For
took
sure.
everything personal. He was a shit talker. He fucking talked trash. Like the league was just a different league back then. But anyway,
He took it personal.
Everything. But we'll leave it at that. Again, the greatest announcement in sports history.
Yeah.
I'm back. 2 words.
Yeah.
It's not no fucking 3-month press conference where everyone gets together and he announces he's going to fucking South Beach or some shit like that. No. This guy literally said he sent the fax and that's it. I'm back.
That's it.
And the fucking world was shooken at that moment. We were all just like I don't want to say stupid things, but it's literally like Jesus rose, that he came back.
Yeah.
In the sports world.
Or Lazarus coming back from the dead. Like that's how it felt. That's exactly how it felt. And you grew up in the 90s, you knew where you were and what time you were and what time and place when that happened. Easily.
Oh it was so crazy. I remember the chills that I got when I heard it, Michael. And I didn't believe it when I heard it at first. I was like, did he retire? When you retire, doesn't that mean that you can't do it anymore?
Yeah.
As a kid, I don't know.
You think like that's it, you know.
And then when I saw the first game, because I had it on, and they do the whole Bulls intro, like they made a fucking spectacle of that fucking game. I think it was on NBC or some shit like that.
Yeah.
And dude, great. It was just amazing to see him back. But anyways,
it was.
That's it. Michael Jordan, I'm back. That is the sports segment. We'll be doing more sports talk. We'll get a little more into a little more details and stuff like that. But this one,
for sure.
This one's just one that we felt.
Yeah.
We didn't need stats about this. This is one that we experienced. We were there. We were in school, and
man, it's crazy that you were talking about that because my stepson David is like, "Hey, do you want to borrow my basketball light?" And it's like right up there. I'm like, "Yeah, sure, why not? You never know." And look, we're freaking talking about it. So thank you, David. It's right back there. So it was awesome.
The movie spotlight.
That's right, my friend. The movie spotlight of the week is White Man Can't Jump.
White Man Can't Jump.
Stay on the basketball theme.
Let me tell you. We're on the basketball theme. Let me tell you something about this movie. I recently, yesterday, I picked up 140 VHS tapes.
Nice.
Crazy, ridiculous fucking Facebook marketplace situation. I'm not keeping all 140 because there's a lot of doubles that I had already, whatever, blah, blah. The thing that drew me to this lot was that on top of it was this movie.
Oh, got it on VHS,
movie,
my man.
Oh my God. Like this movie, I watched this movie so much when I was a kid. I wanted to play basketball because of this movie. Like this movie was funny. It had heart in it.
Yeah.
I think most of us saw like our first boob or boobs in this movie. Or Rosie Perez.
It was a very formidable years watching this movie growing up in the 90s.
But yeah, man, White Men Can't Jump. It's such a great movie. Now here's the thing. They made a remake for it, or a reboot, and
TV show.
It had that rapper, the white rapper guy. I forgot his name now. And they had the guy who played like the Wesley Snipes version literally looks like Dwayne Wade's like twin.
Oh, okay.
Like literally looks like Dwayne Wade. But anyways, but this movie is fucking excellent from start to finish. It starts off with him going to Venice Beach. The guys are there doing that quartet thing where they're singing the like they're singing on the beach. He gives them money, and then it just starts with a basketball game. He's watching these guys play basketball, and it's a hustle. It's a hustle thing.
Yeah.
Another thing that's a takeaway from this movie is the fashion.
Dude.
That 90s fashion
Yeah.
in this movie is fucking outrageous.
Look at
Like,
that hat that Wesley Snipes is wearing. Like,
bro.
just flip
Well,
it up.
look at fucking Woody's hat. Woody's
Look
hat
at
almost looks like your hat.
seriously.
And
Like,
I'm sorry, but Rosie Perez was so
she was
fine
fine.
back then, dude.
She was
So
fine.
fine. All of us
Whew.
were all over Rosie Perez back then, dude.
Yeah. And
But
I think it was because of this movie. It was this movie and it was the other movie with Nick Cage. I was like, yeah, she's
yeah,
very
so
good
I
looking.
remember seeing her in Do the Right Thing,
Yes,
but
that's right.
I didn't think she was that hot in that
No,
movie for
because
some
she was
reason.
just up and coming, and I think she
Yeah,
had a very small role.
hmm
Yeah,
but in this one, nah, she was banging in this one. But
for
anyways,
sure.
back to the
Yeah.
the cool funny thing about this movie was the style in this movie. Like, I think we have, like, bro, look at this right here. Look at the shorts, look at the shirt, the shoes, the
Yeah.
hats, like
Yeah.
everything about this picture, everything about the aesthetics of this
Screams
movie
90s.
screams 90s. And I would I would buy every piece of wardrobe that this movie and wear it today.
For sure.
Today. There we have another picture. I think the first scene, he's wearing
Yes.
what's it called?
The
The
parental
advisory.
advisory.
Oh my
Yeah.
god, dude.
Yeah, the parental advisory one. Right there.
Right here. Dude,
There you go.
look at this picture. The parental advisory shirt ripped up. That right now, you find that shirt in any
Thrift
vintage
show.
place, $150, not
Easily.
more.
Easily.
Then what's my boy from a different world?
Yeah.
A Bulls 23 jersey.
There you go.
So fucking badass. Like, everything about this movie is just dope. Like, everything.
It's great, man.
But both these actors going into this movie were not good basketball players.
Really?
Yeah. So Wesley Snipes and Woody Harrelson was a regular, an average Joe player. Wesley Snipes was not any kind of basketball player. Remember, before this, he did I believe it was Major League. He was in Major League.
Yes.
He
Yeah,
was
he was
the one
funny.
he was steal the bases. But
Yeah.
anyways, not much physicality, and there's not much sports that required to play that position there, what he was doing. But for this, he had to be seen making all these moves. He doesn't play like a traditional basketball. Can he put the ball between his legs? Yeah. And obviously a lot of this stuff is choreographed and stuff like that. So they both did training. They both
Yeah.
learned how to play basketball. Wesley Snipes only learned what he had to learn for the shoot that day. And then after that, he's like, all right, I'm good.
Right.
Woody Harrelson, on the other hand, took it to heart. He became a fucking badass basketball player.
Yeah.
To the point that he still played, like, throughout his career. He would play pickup games. During this movie, when they had little breaks, he was going and hustling people playing basketball.
That's crazy.
Like, Woody was like, yo, like, this role that I took literally has now become a part of me. Billy Hoyle.
Yes.
Billy
What a name.
Ho.
Billy Ho. What
And
a name.
dude, the basketball playing in this, I mean, after you watch this movie, you want to go outside and play basketball. You want to call up your boys, yo, let's go run a fucking game. Like, I just saw fucking White Man Can't Jump.
Yep.
In this movie, they fucking go to a version of what we called Hoop It Up. I
Yeah.
played in 2 Hoop It Ups in Miami.
Yeah.
And this thing was kind of like that. Now this in the movie, the Hoop It Up that they go to, there's a lot of like racial stuff. It's funny. They play on a funny
Yeah.
keel, but it's just it's so 90s, and a lot of stuff you can't get away with. Like, one of the main things about this movie is how they shit talk to each other.
Right.
They literally just cut each other fucking down in the
Yeah.
fucking movie.
Yeah.
Like, one of the fucking things
trash
they say in the
talking.
beginning is like, yo, he goes, yo, your mom's an astronaut. Yo, my mom's not no fucking astronaut. And I'm here thinking, like, what kind of insult is that?
I don't know. I don't know.
And it's like, yo, I thought we were going to Scissor. Oh man, take your tapeworm having ass fucking on. And he go, bro. He goes, yo, I need you to spot me. Man, do I look like Bank of America to you? Like, it's so spot on. It's so clever. It's so witty. It's so
Yeah.
fucking 90s. And a lot of their shit talking is improvised. They
Yes.
said it. So a good part of it is scripted, but the director's like, yo, you guys, if you feel it, go off on it. And they
Right.
would.
Yeah,
And a
man.
lot of it made it in. That whole part where he's like, I'm in the fucking zone. I'm in the zone. That was all Woody.
Yep.
So, but
Yep.
White Man Can't Jump, bro. This movie is just so fucking great.
So
And
iconic.
and like I'm like I talk about the style because a lot of people are dressing like that now. Like and this whole fashion thing is coming back. But
Yeah.
the shirts they wear in here, the shoes, there are Jordans, there are Reeboks in this movie that I'm just
Yeah.
like I believe there's Jordan 5s, Jordan 4s. What else do I remember seeing? I remember seeing the pumps, the
Yeah.
Reebok
The pumps.
pumps.
The Reebok pumps.
I think Woody wears the Reebok pumps.
Yeah.
I want to say there's some Converses. I
Yeah.
think one of the first guys is wearing like some of the old school Converses, the basketball Converses.
The Chuck T's.
I don't remember what they're called right now.
Chuck Taylors.
No, not Chuck Taylors. No,
Not Chuck Taylors.
Converse.
Not that old.
No. Converse had the basketball shoe game where like it was like the Larry Birds and the Magic Johnson
Oh, okay.
brand. Yeah. I think I saw a pair of those in there. But man, White Men Can't Jump. This movie was ridiculous. Like it's to this day one of my favorite movies of all time of the 90s. I watched it so much. It's just a great movie. And the reason why is because it bleeds out 90s culture.
Yes,
From the
sir.
music, from the basketball, from the shit talking, from the fashion, everything about it. The fact that his girlfriend goes on Jeopardy
Yes.
and
Yes.
fucking annihilates all those guys.
Annihilates everybody. I will never forget it. It was
What is a quince?
what is a quince?
I
It
know all
was
these.
like,
I know
she
all these
knows
foods with the letter
about
Q.
shoes. Yeah, she does all of them. Yeah. I will
Mhm.
never forget that. That she dominates, bro. She freaking dominates.
Yeah.
Yep. White Man Can't Jump. We salute you from Movie Spotlight of
What
the
a
week.
great movie. If you haven't watched it in a while, go watch it. It's a Rolly's Retro Room podcast recommendation right now. Please go watch White Man Can Jump. I don't
The
think this
original.
one's gonna be in the theaters. I don't think they're gonna
Nah, it'd
bring
be
this one
nice
back
if it
to
was
the
in
theaters.
theaters. But
So if I fucking see tomorrow that White Man Can Jump is gonna be in theaters,
you're
I'm gonna
gonna
be
watch it.
fucking pissed. But I'll go watch it because I didn't watch in theaters. This
Yeah,
was a straight VHS for me.
For me too. Yep.
But yeah, that's
So-
your movie spotlight. White Man Can Jump. Memes of the week.
Memes of the week.
Memes of the week.
What do we got? What do we got? Let's see.
Throw the first one up there.
Let's throw the first one up there. This I think we can all relate to as kids. Let's see. All right. For those of you listening right now, it says, interviewer, do you have any sales experience? Me. And has a picture of the world's finest chocolate we used to sell in 5th grade.
Mm-hmm. Now,
Everybody, at least here in Miami.
Yeah, I remember when you said you were that we wanted to do this one. Something clicked in me. So these days, I believe when kids sell these things and like they raise whatever money they raise or they sell, I believe they maybe get like a homework pass or they get like a party for their class or a pizza party or something, whatever it is. Cool. All right, awesome. When we were selling these shits, when we were selling not just these, I remember in at least me in Silver Bluff, we would sell these. We would sell boxes of M&Ms.
Yes.
It was like the cardboard boxes, like the ones you get at the dollar store now.
Yeah.
That's like the cardboard yellow fucking peanut ones. Right. So when we were selling all these candies, they gave you a catalog and like you would have to fill in how much you were selling. And the top seller didn't get no fucking class pizza party and that shit. You got a motherfucking bike.
And what type of bike was it? Was it like a BMX?
BMX.
Almost?
Straight up fucking BMX fucking badass fucking bike.
What?
So like
How many
I
boxes
remember
did you have to sell? I mean, I can't even imagine.
No, are you kidding me? No. And the funny thing is, I think the kid that won it, I think his parents bought them all. Like you're better off buying your kid the fucking bike than fucking doing that shit. But they wanted to flex that their kid was a top seller.
Yeah.
So for instance, when Max was doing this, my son was doing this, I was like, yo, I worked in retail at the time, man. And I would just take the box with me to work, put it like at the table that I would have like help people at, and most of the times people saw it and they're like, all right, fuck it, I'll take one. And if
Yep.
I ever mentioned it, like all my coworkers would fucking take like one or two, and then by lunchtime, this thing was gone. And I'm like, yo, just reload me another one. And I remember afterward, I asked him, I go, Max, what do you get if
Yeah.
if you sell the most? He's like, no, just they give us a pizza party. I go, like, you get a pizza party or the whole class? No, they do it as a class, and then at the end, whatever class sold the most gets a pizza party. I was like, yo, why the fuck am I wasting my time? I go, Max, don't do this. Like, don't worry
Yeah.
about it. Unless you want to.
Yeah.
But yeah.
For us, I think it was a bike, but also it went towards our 5th grade funds to Hot Wheels, and that's what it helped out with those funds.
Well,
But
I think, yeah. Well, my school, I don't think they did that, but I think there were like 3-tier fucking prizes. So I think it was a bike. I think another thing was like a super soaker, like one of the double barrel ones. And I couldn't tell you what the fucking third one was, but
yeah, for sure. But funny enough, they still sell them now. But if you look at them, back then they were thick. Now they're like fucking this thin,
paper thin.
And I'm like, what happens to the rest of this thing? Like,
and what I'll tell you about this chocolate is, I'm a fucking adult ass man.
Yeah.
I don't get pimples. Like I'm that part of my life is over. Every time I have one of these shits, it doesn't matter which one it is, the next day I'll have some kind of pimple.
That's crazy.
Yeah. Like whatever is in that fucking chocolate, and mind you, it's good. If I get one, I get the one that has the fucking wafer thing.
The crunch type of thing. Yeah, same. So that's one of my favorite. And they didn't have that when I was a kid. It was just milk chocolate for me.
Yeah,
I don't remember it having crunch or Oh, sorry, it was two of them.
And the
milk chocolate
one.
And almond. Yeah, that's it. That's all you got.
And I fuck with the almond one.
Yeah,
but once they put that crispy wafer one, that shit fucked everything. You were sold out of that one first.
Yeah, easily. You couldn't find that one, so for sure.
All right, hit us with the next one.
Here we go.
Oh, I got this one.
Go for
Ladies and gentlemen, the second meme reads, the official sports drink when I was a kid. And it's not what you think it is. It is the fucking hose in front of your house. I'm sorry. I'm going to tell you right now. I'm a hose drinking kid.
Yeah, same.
I was playing outside with my cousins, my neighborhood friends, my brother. We were running around. We were shirtless. We were fucking just being fucking animals out there, banging fucking broomsticks like if they were lightsabers, throwing the football around. We were building ramps out of fucking garbage and jumping them with our bikes
and cinder blocks.
And we were fucking just fucking up the day outside.
Yeah.
And man, sometimes you didn't want to go inside. And the problem was when we were kids, if you did go inside, there's a good possibility you were not coming back out
because your mom or dad didn't want
your mom or your for me or grandma. Like, oh, sit down and eat. I was like, no. So you didn't want to risk being told you had to stay inside. So what would you do? You'd go to the fucking hose, turn that shit on. You would let it run for like 5 seconds.
Correct, because in Miami, it was hot when you first.
Hot. Yeah,
hot. I remember I almost burned myself coming out, not drinking it, but I would like touch him, like
That happened to me where I was fucking thirsty as fuck. I turned that shit on and I put my mouth, and that's just, I just what the fuck? And then literally 5 seconds is that cool water. I'm like, all right, I drank it, and I was like, fuck it, and I just fucking
and then cool yourself off with it, and that's how it was.
And then everyone just came up, took a swish of it, and then we just turned it off, and we're fine, bro.
We're fine,
bro.
It was fine. The water was fine. We didn't have to worry about it. It was perfectly fine.
The water was great. I mean, it tasted different.
Yeah, I mean, it was. I mean, when I don't know, for some reason, when it was cold. It was. I mean, I don't know.
We drank drinks to refresh ourselves, not for taste.
No, that's it.
We were outside. We were running around. It was hot. You just wanted to cool yourself off. There was no intention of having something that tasted. Oh my god! Like the worst thing I did, I remember as a kid, was I was so thirsty one time that I did run inside and I grabbed a fucking. We didn't have, my grandma wouldn't buy Coke that often, so she'll buy Ritz Cola, the fucking 3 liter.
Oh yeah.
And I grabbed that shit and I chugged it, what a mistake, bro. That shit gave me a fucking stomach ache when I ran back outside. I felt more thirsty. And I was like, what the fuck? And I literally went straight to the hose and fucking after fucking drank it and drank some hose water. And that was good. I was You ain't seen no fucking kids drinking no fucking hose shit now.
No. I mean, they don't even drink out of the water fountain. I mean, all my kids are like, here, bring your water bottle. I'm like, what?
Yeah.
Okay. You know, whatever. I mean, we just drink out of the water fountain. You know, it is what it is.
Because at least the new water fountains now have filters.
Oh yeah, and they have that bottle section.
bottle
Where you put your bottle. Yeah, that's how they had it. Yeah, put your bottle there and just refill it. I'm like, what? No. But yeah, the garden hose was perfectly fine. So with that, on to the next.
Alrighty. Meme number 3. Here we go. When you're too lazy to get off the couch, but still want to feel like a wizard, the clapper. Let me tell you about this fucking clapper, bro. I didn't have one. Nobody in my house had one. No one in my grandma's house had one. The commercials for this shit were fucking hilarious. Because I couldn't tell you. I remember that, it was hooked up to certain things. But the thing that sticks to my mind is the old lady at the end who looks so fucking tired of life that she's just like she turns around, is like, and the fucking lights come off. Now, I could see how when we were kids, this is like, yo, you don't have to fucking touch anything. You just have to make sonic vibrations with your hands, and you fucking power down something. Granted, now you walk into a room and you fucking say, Alexa, fucking dildo party, and fucking your room starts fucking spraying pink lights and playing fucking whatever. My brother has, I don't know how many different scenes for when he walks into his room. I don't know what his special words are to make it do the crazy shit. I just know he goes, Alexa, room on, or he says some other shit and does some other things. But there are some crazy ones. Like, do you remember in Thor Ragnarok when they steal the guy's ship?
Yes.
It's my birthday. And it starts doing the fireworks and shit like that.
Yes.
That's what I picture a lot of crazy people do now. But the clapper, you would hook this thing up to, I would assume, lights, like lamps.
Yeah. You would hook it up. So the way it would work is you would hook it up to the wall, and then you would take the lamp and plug it into the box.
Mm-hmm.
And then it had a speaker, so it would pick up on your device.
But this was revolutionary. This was fucking technology at its fucking finest. Like, you don't have to fucking go over there and press something. You don't have to hit a switch. If you lay down and, oh man, I just laid down, I want to get up. Oh wait, hold on, I got it. Don't worry about it.
Yeah,
and that's it. I get it. It had that appeal, and I know like those bougie people like fucking had that. But if you think about it, it's kind of ratchet too.
It is,
because you gotta fucking make this to turn shit off.
For sure.
And it's called the clapper. Now, if you have the clapper,
where are you going with this, Roly?
In your room,
where are you going with this, bro?
And you clapping, it looks like there's a fucking disco in your fucking room, huh?
Oh my god!
It's like, oh, did you have the clapper when you were growing up? Nah, I was the clapper. That's the, like, I remember when I was a teenager, I thought, like, I was like, yo, remember the clapper? What happens if you're smashing and the clapper's in your room and you hit that position? You know, we all know the position that gives you optimal clapping. Like, is your fucking, are you popping that bulb? I don't know.
Probably.
But
especially if you had it behind your bed.
Yeah. I just find it funny. This thing is called the clapper. I understand his point. But if you are the clapper, anyways, good meme. The clapper. We give you a
good salute.
What's the next one?
Who remembers that happy feeling? And what I'm talking about is opening up a video game console on Christmas Day. It was the happiest of feelings.
Let me describe the meme for you guys. So yeah, like Tony says, it says, who remembers that happy feeling? On this meme, there are 4 kids, one holding up a Sega Genesis 32. Then there is a Super Nintendo. There's a Nintendo 64. And then the bottom one kid's holding a PlayStation, but the other girl is holding like a Windows 95.
Yes,
All right.
something to that.
I think they
matter.
just forced her into that picture. But yes, who remembers that happy feeling of basically opening up a console like on Christmas or something like that?
Right there, Sega Genesis and PlayStation. Opening up of that big box. Oh my god, I'll never forget it. I'm like, a Sega Genesis? What? Never forget it. And it was a great feeling. Like you actually, like it was probably one of the biggest flex ever. Like just opening it up, it was like, yes. Like it was the ultimate gift. You got all these like clothes, socks, underwears. You got your normal stuff, got your little stuff that you asked for. But when you open up that big gift, it's that last gift.
Mm-hmm.
It is that feeling of just pure joy, my friend. Just pure joy. It really was. And
Funny enough, I gave that experience to Max twice
nice.
because I got him a PS4
Mhm.
and an Xbox One the same year, and then I think the following year I got him a Switch.
Nice.
But as far as Christmas went,
yeah.
I only got one console. I just remembered now. One console for Christmas. And I was already a teenager. I was like 16 already. 15, 16. It was my PS2.
Nice.
So like at 16, it's not the same. Because like you're expecting it and that whole hype of Santa Claus. And like my mom tried to play it off like I wasn't getting it. And I think I told the story that like I had already bought games for it, expecting to get it. And I played and I beat like Devil May Cry at Chris's house with a memory card because I didn't want to wait for Christmas.
Right.
But most of the consoles I got them for either birthdays or just like, oh, you've been good or you fucking you haven't been bad. So
right.
You've been wanting and you've been harassing me. Like my N64. My N64 was like I think bought on a Thursday.
Nice.
So,
but I'm sure the enjoyment was just as probably not as I'm sure it was just as happy.
There's only 2 systems I ever got that gave me blisters. The first system was Sega Genesis.
Yeah,
and it's because we played Streets of Rage all night long. Like my brother, I believe my friend Omar, and maybe one other person. I think everybody slept over and we stayed up all night playing Streets of Rage. And I think we would switch back and forth from Streets of Rage to Sonic 2, if I wasn't mistaken. And then the other console that gave me blisters was the N64.
Yeah.
Because the second I wanted that N64 so bad. I remember reading in magazines about the Ultra 64, about all the graphics. I mean, and we've talked here about N64 and PlayStation. That's my console. That's my console that I go to for everything is the N64. And when I finally got it and I got Mario 64, bro, I did not you had to pull me away from it. Like that was the one time that like I wouldn't go outside. I didn't want to go out with my friends. I would just yo, come here, come over, let's play.
Yeah. Let me tell you something. No one, and I mean no one, is just happy. This guy right here, the N64 kid.
N64 kid. Oh my god. Hey, the classic video, the N64 kid.
I think they're excited.
Yeah, they are excited.
They are. They're very excited.
I like how the sister supports the brother.
Yes.
Like she couldn't give 3 shits about this N64.
No, exactly.
He's piggybacking off of his energy.
He totally is.
I love this part. Look at it. Look, he's not taking his fucking eyes off.
He's like, whatever. I'm not taking my eyes off it. Yeah, car, whatever.
And a toy. Fuck this
car.
toy car. This shit out of here.
Yeah, cool.
Oh my. This was internet at its peak. Like that was
Oh my
YouTube at its
god,
fucking peak. That
dude.
Nintendo 64 video.
Yeah, for sure. It
Oh
really
my god.
was.
Yeah. Dude.
Four. Yo.
Nintendo 64. Oh my
yeah.
goodness. All right. So the meme reads, you might be old, but are you old enough to remember Nick Arcade? Let me tell you, you and I are definitely old.
Yes, we are. And I do
Now,
remember this.
Nick Arcade is a fucking amazing show when I was watching it. I thought this shit was fucking crazy. I remember years later when I saw how they did it and I put fucking logic into play. I'm like, oh, that's how it was. Whack. It's
Yeah.
basically like the fucking weatherman
Yeah.
standing in front of a fucking blue screen.
Mhm.
But when you saw it on TV and they entered that fucking game,
Yep.
all those games they were doing, to this day, I still hum. I was humming it before we were fucking on here. The tin 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 tin
Yep.
tin tin. Bring.
Yep.
Like that's you move the guy. I think his name was Mikey.
Yeah,
I
something
think.
like that. Yeah.
You move him on like the board, and then it shows you like a challenge, and you go and you have to like you go into this room. They make it look all cool, and you're in a fucking video game. What
Yeah.
the fuck? Yes, like sign me up. You know, all the games that were on fucking Nickelodeon, Double Dare I wanted to do.
Yeah.
I did a version of Guts because my dad took me to Universal Studios, and I did a version of Guts. It's
That's
just
right.
crazy. Legends of the Hidden Temple.
That
I
stupid
felt like
monkey.
I could have fucking done that. But
That
Nick
fucking
Arcade,
monkey,
dude,
bro. That fucking monkey.
the
I'm
one you
like,
have to build.
I'm like, come on. It's 3 pieces. Just
Yeah.
put it on together.
But dude, Nick Arcade, this was one of the first ones. Like this and Double Dare, I feel like we're at the same time because this was like early
Yeah.
Nick, and a lot of people, I believe you said it too, would confuse Phil. What was it? Phil Moore.
Phil Moore and Lamar. So I would confuse this guy and Lamar Burton from
Right.
Reading Rainbow
Right.
and Star Trek. He was in Star Trek, but you definitely for us Reading Rainbow. I would
I
always.
remember
But
when
he
I
did this
first
too,
saw it, I was like, "Yo, is that LaForge?" Mind you, I knew him as LaForge.
right?
And I was like, oh, okay, no, it's Phil, whatever, Phil Moore.
Yeah.
And but then I would just fucking watch it. And
Yeah.
bro, but this show is so fucking crazy. It was two teams. It always had like a boy and a girl for the most part. Sometimes it was the boy, but and just the fact that you could be immersed into a video game was just
Yeah.
fucking crazy to me. Like it was just like, yes, I like sign me up right fucking now.
For sure.
Nick Arcade was just fucking a blast. Like that show was awesome to watch, and we cheered on. It doesn't matter. Like this show was awesome. And I'm telling you, this is an iconic fucking thing. How they don't have stuff like this now? Like they don't have game shows for kids anymore, do they?
I mean,
Like I feel we would know because like game shows where there's people are competing. Like there's
I
nothing.
have
Like
not seen any type of game shows. That
Yeah.
I mean, telling you that was like a '90s thing where we, I could do that.
Yeah,
And
I'm telling you, like the list goes on between all those. What was it? We said Nick Arcade, Double Dare, Legends of the Hidden Temple, Guts, Wild and Crazy Kids.
That's right. Yeah, Wild and Crazy Kids. There was a bunch of other ones. I mean, I can't
Figure It Out. Well, Figure It Out was more of a. They put a
a
kid on there, and they had like the celebrities trying to figure out like
a
what his
talent.
talent was. Or
Yeah,
whatever.
yeah, it was okay, and they had they had all those Nick celebrities and stuff like that. But but it was still kind of a game show esque type of thing. But they were trying to mimic the adult times because there was game shows for adults.
Yeah, well, we said it before. Guts was kind of ripping off American Gladiators.
Yeah, for sure, for sure. So, but with
yeah.
this arcade, oof, what would I take just to go back to that moment if I could have a chance to be on Nick Arcade?
Yo, you work? Don't you work in a newsroom?
I do.
Don't they have a weather thing?
They do. They have an entire green screen weather
Can't
wall.
you just go in there one day and just fucking manipulate it and just Nick Arcade it one time?
I should Nick Arcade it. I'm gonna try that one day. I'll put it on the podcast. Like, yo, check this out.
All right, here we go. Ding, 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 ding. All
Yeah.
right. Well, that does it
So-
for the memes of the week. We hope that brought some memories to you. But Nick Arcade, man. Actually, you know
Yep.
what? I'm gonna look up to see if I can watch some episodes of that.
Yeah. So, but with that, that was our memes of the week.
Now we're gonna do a segment called Playtime Rewind. Now, basically,
Yeah.
in Playtime Rewind, what we're gonna talk about are toys that we played with back in the day. Like, you know, this Wolverine didn't exist back then, but there was a Wolverine that was out that was pretty dope. Wasn't as detailed as this one. You know, all the Power Ranger toys, Ninja Turtle toys, fucking what's it? He-Man,
Yeah.
G.I. Joes, and stuff like that. Those are the big ones.
Yeah.
But on this segment, I feel like we want to look for like some that you probably forgot about, but were everywhere. We'll talk about the big name toys at some point. We'll fix them. But it's considered a toy. It's a
It is.
child's plaything, as they would say in Toy Story.
Yes.
But who remembers these right here? The magic slates.
Yeah.
These things were everywhere. Everyone had one. And there was a fucking theme of everything you could think of with a magic slate.
Yeah.
Now, what's the magic slate? The magic slate is essentially a pad that had your favorite cartoon on it. Here we have the Snoopy on it with Peanuts, Thunderbirds, we got Batman, we got Barbie.
Yeah.
On these magic slates, you could write, draw anything on that page with that special pen at the top. And then if you didn't like what was on the screen on the page, you'd literally just lift the page
and it was gone.
Will erase everything that you put on there.
It was gone.
Now,
magic.
There was no reason for you to write anything important that you wanted to keep on this thing, especially if you had siblings, because we were gonna fucking lift that thing. You idiot. Yeah. Why would you fucking write something important on there? It's like, somebody called and they left their phone number here. Where? Oh, I wrote it on my magic slate. Fuck.
You idiot. I lifted it up.
You idiot. But man, these things, now we would use these things. I remember, I want to say it was in second grade where like, I think it was like a party favor or something like that. Yeah. Somebody had a birthday and we got these as like a party favor in the classroom. So what did we do as kids? We're across, we all have our desks and we're across from each other and shit like that. And we would write things that you're not supposed to write. Like, you're gay. And then you fucking, before your teacher could come, you fucking lift it and make sure he erases. And then the other guy across, they would write, fuck your mom. And I'm just like, teacher. And they would look at, oh shit. And they would fucking, and then they would literally fucking scramble to fucking erase it.
Just, the paper. I didn't write anything.
It's cool. But yeah.
Where's the proof? Where's the proof?
Here's the crazy thing. Fuck that. I know no kid that exists in this day would even fucking want to fucking touch one of these things. For what? No. There's no reason.
No. When you got iPads and screens and stuff like that, what's the point of this?
This is an irrelevant thing that no kid of this generation would want to fucking deal with. But we were fucking with these things hard, and we wanted our favorite theme on it. I was trying to find it. I could have sworn I had a Ninja Turtle one. I want to say.
I'm sure there was. But I'm sure you had one of these.
But there is a Power Ranger one. That one's actually on fucking eBay right now for $30. I'm not gonna do it.
Are you?
I'll admire it from afar. There's no reason for me to get that because, like I said, I have technology.
Yes, exactly.
That would just be to fucking put it somewhere. But these fucking magic slates, everyone had one to the point where I think some of these, you probably had a toy box and you probably had like 4 or 5 of these in your toy box because you would just use it initially when you got it. And it was just, okay, I got Power Ranger magic slate, I got Ninja Turtle magic slate. You fucking put it in your book bag, you fuck around with it, whatever. But then after that, you didn't fucking use it again. There was, and then I remember like I would be bored and I would just draw. Like I would try to make like a dope drawing on it,
Right.
and all right, fuck it, and just erase
That's
it.
it. That's it.
But now next to Magic Slate, there were other things that were in
Yeah.
in the similar realm in the 80s and 90s.
Yeah. And I
Hit me with
believe
it.
it was one of these. Like
Right.
now, granted, this is magnetic Magic Slate or something to that because it
Yeah.
used magnets.
Yeah.
And
So
the same concept, you would make it disappear.
right, you would get that pen, and essentially that pen will pull up the whatever was in there. It was like it's like little metal black
Yeah, metal dust
or whatever,
whatever it was. Yeah.
and you would draw on there.
Yeah.
This one's a little more solid. Like the fucking board of it was harder.
Yeah.
Actually, that one right there has like the shapes, and so those shapes are magnets, and you could fucking stamp them on the thing, and it'll make that shape. A heart, a circle, a triangle. There's
Simple.
nothing crazy there.
I would
But you
take one of
could use
those.
those shapes to make like a thicker line or something like that.
I obviously I'm sure I'd be like take one of those shapes and go make the whole thing black.
Oh yeah,
Just
I would
just
black
make the
out
whole thing
those
black.
screens all the fucking time, and
just
then
to see what it looked like.
It was so satisfying to have the whole screen, and it would never be completely black because you couldn't get the edges.
Yeah, never.
You can never get the edges black, but
so it would have like this white border.
Right.
Yeah.
But yeah, black it out just to fucking grab that little fucking
slider
handle down there, slide it to fucking erase it again. Why?
Very slowly. Just
because we had nothing else to do.
Nothing. This is what we had.
Have entertainment at our fucking fingertips all the time. Once our shows played and we were out for between 5 o'clock and whatever other fucking time you would watch whatever shows, if you watched nighttime shows, we had nothing to do. So we'd go outside and play. If we had nothing to do, then we'd fucking grab one of these shits and either draw on them or black them the fuck out to then erase it and do the whole thing all over again.
Yeah.
But now, in the realm of this,
yes,
one more thing.
Now this goes back to 60s toys, but still we played with it. It went 70s, 80s, 90s. You had one, I had one.
I think my every friend 80s and 90s kid had one of these
for sure
items. And it is the Etch-a-Sketch.
The Etch-a-Sketch.
Now, this Etch-a-Sketch has a Mona Lisa on it. I'm telling you right now, ain't nobody doing a motherfucking Mona Lisa on a goddamn Etch-a-Sketch.
Not me.
No.
Not me. No fucking way.
No.
I
maybe could write something. Again, I was a fucking stupid kid. And I think I wrote like fuck you or something like that. And I'm like, ha.
Yeah.
I'll show it. Maybe I did to my brother or something like that. Or I think maybe I drew like a very fucking bad like middle finger on there, and it looked like ass. It looked like shit. The fact that somebody did this, if this is an actual like somebody did that, bro, good for you.
Yeah, for sure. Good for you. Good for you. You had the time. I don't know how long it took you, but it must have took you a very, very long time. The thing is,
you have to go up, down, like
It didn't disconnect.
Skip. It has to be a fully connected thing. There's no breaks, so you have to pre-plan everything.
Yeah.
No, bro. I'm sorry.
I think we were more along the lines of, and even this is still pretty good, but we were more along the lines of this.
Okay.
I love you.
So on screen, there's a Etch-a-Sketch, and it looks like somebody drew it. It says, I love you. And they drew a caricature. And I fucking read it like if it's the guy from the fucking Goonies. Hey, you guys!
Yep, that's what it looks like.
I love you.
You're gonna come home with me now.
Yeah. I hope the kid that did this doesn't see this. They're probably an adult by now, but we're not making
exactly. But this is still pretty good because I think you and I were along the lines of this thing.
That's a fucking masterpiece, bro. You shut your fucking mouth. That is one of mine right there.
That is one of mine too. It's a motherfucking, it's abstract.
Mm-hmm. You want to know what's going on there? Whatever the fuck you want.
Exactly.
It's whatever you see.
And if you didn't like it, you could just just
We're gonna erase that right up. Yeah,
just
we don't need that.
shake. We don't need that. Oh
But
man.
yeah,
Yep.
man.
Just one more
Magic
time.
Slate and Etch a Sketches, dude. Those are solid fucking
Toys.
like
Yep.
toys that we had. Again, they're not action figures, but if you were in the 80s and 90s, you had one. Like this shit was around you. If you went to a kid's house, let's say you went with your parents
Yeah.
to fucking one of their friends' house, and there's a kid in that house, and you go through their toy box. I fucking promise you, there was a fucking etch a sketch in there, or at least at minimum one magic slate, if not multiple.
Yeah, for sure. Because they were cheap.
Yeah,
I remember them being cheap.
I think that also like at birthday parties, it would be like a party favor.
Yeah.
Like they would have
take
like
one home.
smaller versions of them, like in the fucking bags and shit like that.
Yeah, for sure.
So,
and I'll never forget that for me, a magic slate, the noise the film make that like it had this like distinct
almost
noise.
like static on a TV.
Yeah, like it was very, it's again satisfying. You just go like very. I don't know. I can't mimic it because but like it had a very distinct noise. So
and again, if you grew up with siblings or cousins, I remember I had a cousin that her and I like would beef, and she was doing something or writing something on it, but I just came by. Why would you do that? Because you're a bitch. That was my answer.
Yep. But those are the toys that one of the toys we grew up with in the 90s.
That is the Playtime Rewind right there for you guys, taking you back, rewinding you to those days where you got one of these magic slates and you were drawing things that you probably shouldn't.
Yep.
Here, I dare say the magic slates number one, if not number two, most drawn thing on it, cock and balls.
Yeah, probably
100%.
Especially among the guys, the immature boys.
Amongst the guys, you would flash it to someone and then you try to get them in trouble. Oh, I didn't draw anything. But here's the catch. Some of us were fucking barbarians and would fucking scratch it in there when we were drawing it.
Yep.
So yeah, you could fucking lift it, but the imprint is still fucking there. So that fucking thing is still there, bro.
Yeah.
You didn't erase shit because you carved it like a fucking knuckle dragging baboon.
Big wang right on the magic slate.
Yep. All right. So that's gonna do it. We're gonna end it there with Playtime Rewind. But yeah, that was definitely a fun segment to add. That like I remembered a few of those that I messed with. I had some, but I just remembered that classroom thing where like we got them and then we're just like and then fucking hiding it like right quick, flash it across, and like your boy, like, oh shit, and like that was the game. It was like, all right, do it, show it, and we had to do it like behind the teacher's back so she wouldn't see us. Yeah, and then like I forgot what was the thing I said. I said like fuck. Oh, I said you were gay. I go, oh, you're gay, and then he's like, oh, your mom's a bitch or something like that. I was like, oh hell no, bro, no, I didn't say anything about your mom. So when he fucking did, I was like, teacher, look, to get him in fucking trouble. He's like, oh shit, and he fumbled that thing. And then like he like picked it off the floor and erased it. And then she's like, "Oh, don't play with them in class." I'm like, "Oh, okay." Okay. He's like, "Yo, what?" He's like, "Yo, what the fuck? Don't talk about my mom, bro. What the fuck?"
That's how it was.
Man, we're gonna end it on that. I hope you guys had fun. I hope we brought back some of those memories. Did you have a magic slate? Yep. Were you drawing on magic slates? Were you an etch a sketch artist? Were you popping out fucking Mona Lisas? Or were you fucking giving us abstract fucking zigzags that don't look like anything but look like everything? You let us know. But that's going to do it for Roly's Retro Room podcast. I really, really appreciate everyone that listens and follows. Really, it goes a long way. If you do like and subscribe and comment, it will help us out. It will let the socials know that, hey, these guys aren't garbage. We aren't. If you do want to follow us on our socials, I am Roly's Retro Room on Instagram, TikTok, and we are on YouTube, which is probably where you're watching this, if not where you're hearing it. We are on all the podcast hosts, Spotify, Apple Music, iHeartRadio was a recent one that we got added to.
Nice.
Amazon. We're on all of them. Tony over there is Tony in Retro on Instagram and I believe on TikTok.
Yep.
And DJ Mikey Mix, our producer, is on both Instagram and TikTok. So you could follow us. You could DM us. If you send us a meme, we will feature it. I do want to do a quick shout out to 305 Hobbies. Is that his name?
Yeah.
He is literally like our first fan.
Yeah.
And he interacts with us a lot. And he recommended the video game spotlight last episode
of Killer Instinct.
Yeah.
Yep. So thank you.
Again, you recommend, you send us stuff. I'm like, oh shit, that's a good idea. We'll do it. Or if you requested it, he like, oh, can you talk about Killer Instinct? And we did it. And I was like, I know, like I have a shit ton of stuff I can talk about Killer Instinct. So we threw it on there. So feel free, DM us, send us information. If there's a topic you want us to look into or talk about, or just you want to hear our memories around it, and you want to pop other people's memories about what you are nostalgic around, let us know. But that's going to do it for the show, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much for listening. We hope you have a good one. Keep it retro.
Later.